read upon my phone. With Big Brother watching me always, why must I always feel so alone? Men working hard for not enough at best. Women working just as hard for less. They get together late at night at bars, bang each other like crashing cars. Working hard, but it don't seem enough. Calloused hearts make even love seem tough. Prescription pills to make the pain hurt less, till your calloused heart just needs a rest. Look at your children and you hope and pray they can conjure up a better day. No one remembers how it got that way. 21st century USA. 21st century USA. Thank you. So true. Back in 2007, I started this project with my dear friends Luther and Cody Dickinson. They play in the North Mississippi All-Stars. And their dad is like one of my heroes in the whole world, Jim Dickinson. And he played piano on Wild Horses by the Stones, and Time Out of Mind by Dylan. He played with Elvis Costello. And as a producer, he produced The Replacements' Pleased to Meet Me, and Big Star's Third, which is one of my favorite albums ever made. And he's of my dad's generation, but he also produced Tav Falco and like Flies on Sherbert and all these like kind of punk rock masterpieces. So he kind of like straddled the lines between my dad's generation and my generation. And of course the greatest thing he produced was them boys, Luther and Cody, because they're the shit. And two of the greatest musicians I've ever known in my life. And I honestly could have said that when they were like 13 and 15 years old. They were already just amazing. And so we came up with this idea that their dad, my dad, and the three of us basically equaled a kind of kick-ass band. And because my dad's a bass player and he's played on a bunch of records too, and he and Jim Dickinson are kind of peers, and I've been wanting to do some kind of project with them, and back then I still hadn't really done shit with them musically, and which I know sounds strange, but that's a whole nother story. So we cooked up this idea, and we got together at Jim Dickinson's studio, which is in a barn like right by like on the farm that he was living on, called the Zebra Ranch, and we got together for a few days in April of 2007 and we recorded 7 songs, and it was magical, and it was just a wonderful time. And it's like, well, let's do it again next year, and then we'll have an album, and we'll figure out a way to put it out, and it'll be this cool thing we'll do with our dads. And then the next year, our band was touring behind a new record, and they were touring behind a new record, and we put it off for a year, and then Jim got sick and he died, and then we just didn't have the heart to even think about it for a long time. But time passes, and fuck, I want to finish that goddamn record with my dad, and in honor of their dad. And Jim Dickinson, on his deathbed, this is no shit, this is a true story. On his deathbed, he wrote out on index cards instructions, probably about a whole lot of shit, to the boys for the rest of their life. And he had a tracheotomy and he couldn't talk, so he was like just writing shit out. And one of those index cards was his instructions for how he wanted the record to be finished, producing from beyond the grave. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And so, and one of those instructions is that there should be more keyboards and it should be Spooner Oldham. And who was another one of their peers, and who lives in the Muscle Shoals area where I'm from. And so, at any rate, to make a very long story slightly less long, we got together a few weeks ago at Muscle Shoals Sound in my hometown in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, with my dad and Spooner Oldham, and our friend Lily Hyatt came down and sang a little bit with us, and Luther and Cody and myself, and we basically finished tracking this record from nearly 13 years ago. And I have no idea when it's going to come out or any of that kind of shit, but at any rate, we achieved a milestone after all these years, and I want to play y'all a song from it. I wrote this one back in the summer of, when we were making the Blessing and a Curse record. A lot of rough shit was going on in our band. We were all fighting and not getting along, and there was all kinds of, and we were all, and I was adjusting to being a parent, and as was Cooley, and there was just all kinds of shit going on, and Bush was in the White House, and we thought shit was really fucked up, and we were fighting wars in all these different countries. You remember those days. So I wrote this song, or wrote the lyrics to it, and I wrote the music to it in the studio a couple years later with Jim and my dad and Luther and Cody. And this song's called "Gonna Come Get Me." Gonna come get me. Sure, I'm paranoid. First you're singled out, then you're null and void. They're gonna come get me, take me far away. Pretty lucky, I'm still here today. Been on my mind a lot, maybe nothing better there. Who was there when they fired the shot? Who was in some bunker somewhere? Who or what said what to who? Who or what was put in there? No idea what I should do if I should simply disappear, vanish in the void. If you'd seen the things that I'd seen, you too would be paranoid. Take me far away. Who's that standing in the shadows when I'm enough to say? They're gonna come get me, I just know it. Been looking behind a lot in my rearview mirror, so I can describe myself. If I should simply disappear, if I should go away to some chamber somewhere, for having too much to say before I've had a chance to say it. They're gonna come get me, spread some horrible lies about the things I've done in my life, about my hows and whys, about my private agenda, leaving out true reasons. Just some fodder for the headline, my name wrapped up in treason. You're gonna come get me, I just know it. my newest song?
Yeah.
I wrote this one recently, about a month ago. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with the movie Pinocchio. And back then, you didn't have it's before even, I was a kid a long time ago, before even VCRs and shit. So my kids, they have DVDs of Avengers Endgame and all the shit that they want to watch over and over. But in our day, if you wanted to watch a movie over and over, you had to talk someone into taking it to the theater to see it over and over. And I probably saw Pinocchio 14 times by the time I was 8, and I had every word of it memorized, literally. And I had a Pinocchio lunchbox, and sheets, and a garbage can that I actually still have, and a piggy bank that my kids found really creepy because it was Pinocchio's head. And so when I started having kids, it's like, oh man, when they get a little bit older, I'm gonna show them Pinocchio, and they're gonna love it. And they fucking hated it. Both of my kids thought it was the creepiest, most fucked up shit they'd ever seen. In fact, I think it kind of even made them look at me funny. You thought that was okay when you were a kid? There's nothing okay about anything that happens in that movie. Geppetto's kind of creepy. That blue fairy, I don't know about all that shit. And the kids turn into donkeys and they smoke cigars and everybody gets eaten by a whale. And there's that little fucking cricket who's really kind of creepy too. I mean, they didn't like nothing about it. So I wrote this song about all that. It's called Pinocchio. Wish upon a star like Geppetto did. Turn this block of wood into a well-formed kid. Trying to figure out like a sad detective. Pushing out my thoughts like my brain's defective. Pushing out words from my ill-formed mouth. Trying to see the light when the truth finds out. Trying to see the light like old Henry's songs. Standing in the darkness trying to sing along. Raise your voice to heaven so our friends will hear. And sing a little softer just to pull them near. Life's a hard lesson, but it keeps on teaching. Arms ain't long enough, but I'm always reaching. Reaching for a line that can save my soul. Spending all my favors just to pay my toll. Pay my toll. It's getting kind of old. Searching for the truth, like Pinocchio. It's a well of a tale, so many miles to go. But I get a little closer each day to my long-earned goal. Trying to get a grip on my constant bitching. Heaven is a house with a modern kitchen. Heaven is the pace of a slow news day. tell, but I'll see us through till my blue fairy makes all my dreams come true. I've learned heaven ain't pleasure island, or to keep in love and just keeping on smiling. Truth can hurt a lot, but a lie destroys. Deep inside of every man is a real live boy. fix wives, a list of bad intentions, violate mom's wife, trouble with the law and the IRS. Where to get the money's everybody's guess. He's a long way off, but if he was to ask, say I'm trying to stand on, trying to stay focused as we drive down the road. Right back in high school before the heavy load. Now the brakes are thin and the curves are flat. We're trying to hold steady on the righteous path. Trying to hold steady on the righteous path. We're hanging out. We're hanging on. Doing the best we can to keep on keeping on. We got messed up minds for these messed up times, and it's a thin, thin line. And I'm trying to hold steady on the righteous path. 80 miles an hour with a worn-out map. Ain't worried about things that ain't in my grasp. We're trying to hold steady on the righteous path. Trying to hold steady on the righteous path. World wakes up this morning, I'm sorry for the news. Wrapped up in a tinfoil blanket without any shoes. Babies in cages. I'm sorry to my children, I'm sorry what they see. I'm sorry for the world that they'll inherit from me. Babies in cages. And are we so divided that we can't at least agree? This ain't the country that our granddads fought for us to be. Babies in cages. Surfs up in the cities where the next wars will be fought. I'm sorry we've forsaken every lesson we've been taught. Babies in cages. I bang my head against it, smash guitars and scream and shout. Standing in the beach, watching the tide go out. Babies in cages. Standing in the darkness to answer for our sins. Children changing each other's diapers in the pen. Babies in cages. When the carnage was over, you could hear the cell phone ringing. You could smell gunpowder in the air. And on the bloody ground, the LEDs were blinking. Deliver us from evil thoughts and prayers. They're lined up on the playground, their hands are in the air. See it on our news feed and we cry out in despair. We're counting up the casualties, everyone's keeping score. There's always someone to blame, nowhere to hide anymore. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Filter, pressure valve to keep from blowing up. And when the shit comes down, I hope I can rise above it. Hold me closer when I've had enough. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Glory, hallelujah, you are in our thoughts and prayers. When my children's eyes look at me and they ask me to explain, it breaks my heart to have to look away. The powers that be are in for shame and comeuppance when generation locked down as their day. They'll throw the bums all out, destroy the swamp for real. Perp walk them down the Capitol steps, show them how it feels. Tramp the dirt down Jesus, you may pray the right will spare. Stick it up your ass with your useless thoughts and prayers. Stick it up your ass with your useless thoughts and prayers. Glory, hallelujah, you are in if that's okay. And it's been so fun being here down in Tampa for the weekend. Bulldozers and dirt, bulldozers and dirt. What's your mama got eating up her shirt? I like to play and I like to work, but most of all I like bulldozers and dirt. I met your mama when I was 19. You couldn't have been any more than 3. She called me Steve and y'all's color TV. She called the cops and they arrested me. She was the wildest thing I'd ever seen. The way she pointed that shotgun to me. The police hauled my ass off to jail. Your mama signed the trailer to help make the bail. She picked me up and drove me home. Said I'll learn you not to roam. Green, green grass under my feet, but all I can think about's the dirt underneath. Bulldozers and dirt, bulldozers and dirt. Behind the trailer, my dessert. Them red clay piles are heaven on earth. I get my rocks off bulldozers and dirt. And I gotta pick up the up on blocks.